According to the Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition, aura is described as a distinctive quality or atmosphere that seems to surround someone or something. However, as of recently, it has evolved to mean someone or something so cool they transcend the meaning of cool and can only be described as having aura. A lot of interesting vocab stem from this, including aura points, aura maxing, or the main focus of this video, the term aura farming. Now, what is aura farming exactly? A true aura farmer is someone who intentionally goes out of their way to appear so cool, so fresh, so elegant, it almost feels unnecessary, just to make themselves look fly in whatever situations they find themselves in. Even if it means taking an L at the end, they would rather hit the craziest pose just to flex for the moment. So, through comprehensive research and analysis, I have composed a list of the top aura farmers in the history of fiction. Aside from the final entry, this is in no particular order. And so, we begin with our first aura farmer. Starting with what is probably the most well-known and recognized character on the entire list, we begin with Batman. The Dark Knight is arguably the most stoic character among the rest of the entries, displaying emotional resilience in the pursuit of absolute justice for the city of Gotham. However, even though Batman's main goal is to defeat his rogues gallery of villains and tragic former heroes, he never does it without attempting to flex on everybody around him. Aside from things like dipping out of sight before the end of a conversation just to look cool, or dropping crazy one-liners before beating the absolute dog shit out of you. This dude will literally post up on top of a building just to strike the fear of God in some low-level thug who committed petty theft at a Walmart or something. The whole joke of prep time isn't even really a joke when he's got every possible gadget known to man just to win a fight. This dude literally has shark repellent spray. Like, he's not gonna get caught lacking if he can help it.
Hand me down the shark repellent bat spray.
When characters like Amanda Waller threaten his secret identity, he spends the entire night learning every possible detail about her, just to show up the next day at her house.
Get dressed. It's time we talked.
Like, this is casual doxing versus rank doxing. He's not about to get psychologically outclassed in any way. And that's what really makes him one of the greatest aura farmers of all time. Even when he takes an L, he's gonna do everything in his power to never let it happen again and prove that he is him, to the point where the very mention of his name causes criminals not to commit crimes at night because they know there's always the chance that he's right there, watching, waiting in the shadows, never revealing himself, unless it's gonna make him look good. Elden Ring is an RPG developed by FromSoft, who became noteworthy for their video game Demon's Souls and subsequent trilogy Dark Souls. And then when you throw in their other two games of similar nature, Bloodborne and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, you have a list of games that feature an array of varying characters, most notably the bosses that you fight throughout. While some have tragic backstories that make you question your obligations, others so evil they deserve the fate that you bring to them, and a few that are just ugly as shit, there are most definitely a lot of them that could fit into this list. I thought about figures like Knight Artorias, Millennia, the Nameless King, Sister Frieda. There's genuinely too many to name. Yet among them, there is one that truly strikes fear and terror into the controller of any player: the Bell-Bearing Hunter. Originally appearing in Elden Ring, the Bell-Bearing Hunter isn't even a main boss of the game. He's an optional field boss, yet he's stronger than a lot of the main bosses, and fighting him is truly a test of one's willpower. More importantly, however, is the fact that he aura farms at any given opportunity for genuinely zero purpose, other than to make you learn how to perfectly parry him or just run away and level up 20 more times before you face him again. And in a game where you can make yourself pretty OP later on, if you want to make it easier, he truly gained his notoriety in the roguelike multiplayer sequel, Elden Ring Night Rain. There's so many clips of this dude just standing there, menacingly, walking up all slow like for no reason at all, tanking hits just because he can, just to delete half your health in a single hit. In Night Rain, this dude is literally a terrorist, and when I go down into a dungeon, I'm turning right the fuck around. I would rather fight anybody else over him, anybody. His presence is truly horrifying, and he can easily obliterate your entire squad with no effort. Yet despite all that, he's also gonna look fine while he does it. Ever since his first appearance in 1977, Darth Vader has always had a powerful demeanor anytime he's on the screen. At the time of writing this video, he's appeared in countless movies, games, and comics, which makes almost 50 years of straight aura farming every time we see him. Whenever he shows up, he makes his presence known. He never has to run, he just slowly walks down whoever he's fighting, never showing fear and giving us generational quotes along with it.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
His fit, fire. His voice, menacing. His entire vibe, imposing. He's got a tragic backstory along with being one of the most powerful characters in the verse. But what really makes him such a great aura farmer is how he utilizes his abilities in the moment. The famous hallway scene. He stands there in the dark, in tandem with his iconic breathing noises, barely a silhouette, igniting his red lightsaber and obliterating the rebels with ease. Or, like in the Vader Down comic series, when the rebel army encircles him, he says,
"All I'm surrounded by is fear and dead men."
Darth Vader, enough! Surrender now!
Very well.
Oh, Force be praised.
Lower your weapons, and you will not be harmed.
Okay then. Line up the murdering son! Captain! My grenades are... He took out a tank! Stop, Falcon. Does anyone have optics on the target? I've lost him. He's over here.
or even in the Rebels series, when he arrives standing atop a TIE fighter for genuinely no reason other than just for the love of the game. Most of the time, if he really put his full effort and power into it, he could end almost any fight instantly, but he'd rather walk you down in style just for the aura points, and that's what makes him a legend in the respective field. For Honor is a game that I hate with every fiber of my soul. It's one of the most frustrating and rage-inducing games a person can possibly experience. Yet once every few months, I'm somehow convinced to hop on for a few games. I get a couple wins with the squad, have some fun, and then a few games later, I am swiftly reminded why I quit in the first place. However, one thing I really enjoyed when I first picked up the game was the story mode. It's nothing too special or in depth, it's pretty short as well, but there are a few characters I really enjoyed.
I had questions.
Most notably among those, however, was the warmonger Apollyon. When we first see her, she absolutely obliterates the army around her, no revenge needed, and that scene of her pulling the knife out of her stomach so nonchalantly, it's just peak. She drops generational quote after generational quote when she gives her speeches.
Do you know what kind of creature waits for its own slaughter? Sheep. Do you know how to tell a predator from prey? You can't, of course, unless you see them in war. We're not here to kill them. We are here to teach them who they are.
Her laws of selection not only breed her own army, but also apply to her enemies, leaving only the strongest warriors alive.
Master,
This beast killed at least 40 soldiers, including Davis.
40. Well done.
And I think what makes her such a good villain is not just how powerful she is in battle, but her philosophy of war and what it means to her. She doesn't just wish to simply kill and conquer for the sake of it, but as she states,
if there are wolves among them, should we not set them free?
She does this in order to strengthen not only the Blackstone Legion, but the world around her, as her desire for war does not come from the love of violence, but the disgust that peace brings stagnation among people. She respects her allies and enemies alike so long as they show that same indomitable spirit. And even in her final moments, though her actions appear cruel and peace is seen as the most desirable outcome, she has not truly been defeated, as the three opposing armies still continue to fight, ensuring war will resume long after her absence, and her philosophy can't help but seem to have a bit of truth to it.
You came into my home, and you brought your armies. What did you think would happen? Peace? That isn't how the world works. Don't speak to me of your virtues. Duty. Kinship. Honor. You've forgotten what you are.
She aura farms more so through her words than her actions, and it makes her the most intrinsic figure among the rest of the list. Continuing the trend of great villains, there is only one who I believe triumphs above the rest. A man whose ego is so magnificent, he never uses the word I when referring to himself. A top-tier aura farmer and all-time great villain. That, of course, is none other than Victor Von Doom.
Doom, I'll have your head for this.
I have little time for your petty threats, Colonel. Surrender your ship now, or I shall destroy it.
Dr. Doom is a villain who always seems to be the endgame of a lot of Marvel properties, at times even having other villains team up with the heroes in order to stop him. And while there's many different runs and versions of the all-powerful sorcerer, what makes him so intriguing is his mindset and worldview. Dr. Doom is willing to go as far as he possibly can in order to prove his superiority, and he's a hater beyond belief. Nobody is a bigger hater than Doom, and he refuses to believe someone like Mr. Fantastic is smarter than he is. He's been shown to be able to cure the thing's rot curse, whatever it's called, something Reed could never permanently do, but refuses to actually do it because he just wants to flex that he's the only one who can. When Reed needed help delivering him and Sue's baby Valeria without any dangerous repercussions or magical bullshit, he only agreed if he was allowed to name the baby and be assigned the Godfather. He seized cosmic powers, became God, and rewrote the entire universe to make it so he's the one who's married to Sue and Reed's kids are actually his kids. When Dooms from alternate universes were talking shit about him, he traveled to all those different universes, killing other versions of himself just to be the superior version. His ego is beyond any other, and his aura is off the charts, even if he's a little insane. There's so many random other countless examples, like when his throne was stolen and he was exiled. He pulls back up riding atop a fucking bear for no reason. Or when Thanos approached him talking crazy shit, he instantly rips out Thanos' spine, killing him in a single blow, believing the Mad Titan was just simply beneath him. He's wielded Mjolnir, he's ridden upon Silver Surfer's surfboard, instantly harnessing his cosmic power, and why does he do all this? The simple answer is to show that he can, to flex upon everybody around him. He's ruled his own kingdom of Latveria and been proven to actually be a pretty good leader who makes his people happy. But his ego possesses him to prove that he is the best and everyone else is beneath him, while also looking absolutely godly in every single panel he's drawn in. And that makes him one of the greatest aura farmers in the game. Our final aura farmer should come as no surprise. He's in the thumbnail for a reason, at the top of the list by a long shot. We see the fit, the greatest to ever do it, Piccolo. It doesn't matter where, when, or why. The world around him could quite literally be in the midst of getting destroyed. He could be facing the most powerful enemy seen thus far. Piccolo is gonna be there, cape flying in the wind, arms crossed, looking off in the distance, aura farming for no other reason than for the love of the game.
Enough talk! Mask your power levels, or do you fools want to die again? Frieza's minions can use their scouters to track us down! At least the Namekian's keeping a low profile. Huh? The who?
He's not even near the top of the list of the most powerful characters in Dragon Ball, but to him, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's there farming aura points. When he's fighting First Form Cell, he dodges the punch, flies away, then flies backwards and hits him with a double spinning back kick for genuinely zero reason other than to flex on him. He's not gonna hit you with a surprise attack and take you out instantly. He's gonna pull up, wait for you to see him posted up first, then decide to fight. He could even be millions of miles away, like in the Broly movie. Goku instant transmissions to his location, and he's there, posted up, aura farming, when nobody is around or expected to be there. Meaning, he doesn't just do it for people to see. He's doing it when no one else is around. He's aura farming solo dolo, just to do it. Every waking second of his life, he's farming aura. No one else is doing shit like that. His fit is so generational that anyone who dons it automatically looks 10 times better than they do in their own fit. And speaking of that, all of his clothing is weighted, meaning if he's fighting you with it on, he's not even fighting you at full strength. He's holding back on you, fighting at a disadvantage just for the aura. He barely even wins a lot of his fights, but it doesn't matter when you're moving like him. Regardless of the situation or opponent, he is going to pull up and scrap. There's a lot of great characters in this video, but there's levels to this shit, and not a single one of them is on the same wave as Piccolo, making him and him alone the greatest aura farmer in history.